I just had a very interesting conversation with somebody, and they're pretty much telling me, "Hey, BPV, man, you are you were one of the biggest black pillars, and you know, within 1 year, you became one of the biggest black pillars, and you were already going through things when you made your channel, and you lost your grandmother." You keep losing places to stay at and live at, and you just keep losing everything, and you have to rebuild again and again and again. And he was asking me, how do I have the strength to consistently and persistently and relentlessly keep on rebuilding things even after I keep on losing them and I'm going through all these things in life? Like, how do I have the strength to keep on trying to create videos, or trying to create this, and trying to write this, and trying to do that, and trying to make music here, and try to send people beats here? Like, how do I still have that fire in me even though I just lost everything and I'm in a very bad position? And I thought about it, and right now my channel would have been at 4,000 or almost 5,000 subscribers right now, because it was getting up there. I think my channel was at 3.41K, so that's 3,400 something, 431. And if I would have had my channel right now, I'd probably been at 4,000, 5,000 subscribers easily. And it just kept rising up there. And then eventually I got to get remonetized, and then I've probably been able to make a little money on the side off of my YouTube channel. And if I would have had my gaming channel, my other vlog channel, and I would have kept maxing those up, then that's 3 channels that are monetized, and that would have helped me out. But it really sucks when you have to build from scratch. We have to start all over again. Because the first time I made my channel, I didn't have my people listening around, I didn't have, like, it was just me just expressing myself like everybody else. And I didn't have people trying to find my channels and trying to do this and trying to find out what I'm talking about so they can make fun of me. And it's just ridiculous because it's like, I'm not really that guy that plays around in real life like that. I stick to myself and I don't bother nobody because I know I get heated quickly. That's why I don't really have time for nonsense at my age. I'm not trying to, fight with some random people online I don't know, or try to go tip and tap and this and that for some person that's mad because I said something online and he doesn't like it and he feels a certain way. It's like, I don't feel like dealing with that, man. So, and then I see the black pill community. Even though I called myself the black pill villain, I wasn't a villain. I was one of the nicest guys in the black pill community. I was the only one that made videos that shouted out other black pillers. I told them to go subscribe to this, go subscribe to that person. I told people to go subscribe to Dark Season. And what does that motherfucker do? Turns around and bites me in the back like a snake he is, So, but he took it far, Like, this guy doxed me. This guy got me kicked out. This guy got my channel taken down. Who cares what they say? Oh, no, they didn't. You won't believe what they said, and you're the person that was in. I'm not going to listen to liars, and I'm not going to get hyped up over that. So I'll just say this, man. It's incredibly difficult to build something when you don't have nothing. It's like every time I try to build something, it gets snatched away, And then you get left in the worst position. Can you imagine building 3,000 subscribers in 1 year? You put your heart, your soul, your blood, your sweat, and tears. Then randomly, one of your videos start blowing up. People start hitting you up. Bro, I had people with 100. I told you guys my channel was like at 500, 800 subscribers. I had channels that had 100,000 subscribers, channels that got 250K subscribers. They said they watched my content. They all supposedly lied to me. But now when I'm down and out, I'm like, well, shit. Can anybody with a channel give my new channel a shout out so people know where Black Pill Villain's at? It's quiet. It's silence. It's crickets. And I always felt like there was people in this space who were jealous of me and were envious of me. I started to notice, I started to really blow up when I started to make those bot videos. And there were certain people that just wanted me to keep making those videos. But I want to talk about, a wide variety of topics, But I always felt like there was always people jealous of me because I blew up kind of fast. And right now, people will watch my channel, but like they don't want to subscribe yet because it's like, they're not really sure. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. It's weird. It's like, because some person was like, at first I thought your channel was AI. I'm like, what? I'm like, nah, man, this is me. This is the real, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, can we see other channels, people re-uploading my videos so I don't know? But it's like, I wonder what was so special about me. Was it my voice? Was it the way I talked? Was it the way I talked, unfiltered? I was just a regular person. I'm just a regular person, man, just trying to make it through. You know, as you can see that I'm multifaceted. I like making these type of videos. You see the little writing, little books I do. You see the little melodies I make. You see the little raps I made. And that made me so happy a few months ago when I released one of my little raps. And people would be like, oh, man, that's so fire. You know what I mean? Because I make like a little rap in the beginning of the video. People listen. Or I make a rap at the end of the video. People will love it. And they get like 500 views, 800 views. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn. You know? Finally, my fucking music is taking off. But I had to fucking make a solid foundation. I had to, you know, just tell people who I am. So you can't really sell anything if people don't know who you are and they don't know your story. So people know my story. At least 3,000 people do, you know, but my content wasn't for my cousin to find, for his best friend to find, so they can listen and spy. It wasn't for none of that, you know, or for anybody to try to pretend to be me and threaten my mom. It's like, bro, when I was venting on my channel, I was venting my soul out. I wasn't venting to cause problems with nobody. You know, I'm just telling you how it is, the same way everybody else do their channels. But people listen to what I was saying and use what I was saying in my videos and pretend it to be me and then go threaten. Who has the time to do that? And as that one guy said, the people who do dox people, these are some of the most scummiest people of the earth. And not only that, it's like when I make a new channel, they have some type of app. Because I think someone tell me about it where every time I post a video, these people have an app which they click it into, and it finds out any new channel I make or something like. It was something he was telling me. I'm like, what the fuck? And these people sit there all day and they try to look. I'm like, these people need to get a life, you know? Leave me the hell alone, you know? I'm just a regular ninja trying to make it in a world which doesn't hand you anything, especially to a person of my skin color configuration. I'm just saying it sucks when you have to rebuild from scratch. When you're already in a negative energetic manifestational frequency, you're around negativity, you go online and there's people who you don't even know who are trying to stalk you or trying to do this. And it's like, what the fuck? It's weird. All because I just got on YouTube and started talking. And people like, how did my videos, you know what's crazy is this? When I was making raps and shit, nobody cared. No one found that. The minute I started just saying some real shit online and people started agreeing, that's when I started to build a fan base. People started fucking with me. And people started hating me randomly, you know, just because. And my biggest mistake was being too real. You see, a lot of people in this black pill community are not really living it. I had somebody comment something. What did he say? I forgot what he said. It was some foolishness. But he was saying, oh man, I'm glad your new content is not like the other content. I'm like, bro, it's basically the same content. It's like, yeah, because the other content, you were just kind of stewing around. And I'm like, what are you talking about? See, that's how I know a lot of people, they got this passive aggressive shit. They already don't like me because let me tell you the real reason why people doxed me. I was a black male in a predominantly white space filled with racists, white supremacists, and Hitler lovers. And I was a black male that was speaking some real shit, and I rose up quicker than all of them. You gotta understand, people like Dark Season, they'll never rise. You know what I mean? People like Ziggy the Doomer, they'll never rise. You know? Those guys will always stay up there. They'll always be harassing and trolling the next person. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And someone told me a long time ago, bro, never show your face. Never do this and that. I'm thinking, I always show I don't give a fuck. But now I see that people like Ziggy the Doomer and Darcy, they'll download my videos. Then they'll go and edit them. And then they'll go and they do, it's just weird. It's like, let me stop saying the name because people around me will take let me stop. Pretty much, it sucks when you have to build from nothing again. When you had something going on where it could have transformed, people calling you a loser and a failure and that, and you were finna prove those motherfuckers wrong. You know what I mean? Hell, they seen it. Y'all didn't have to say nothing. See, I don't compete with nobody. I don't do that. All I do is stick to my lane and do what I love and what I want, you know, in my situation. And it felt good, bro, to make videos and then have people just fuck with you and legitimately build something up. And then I get that snatched away. And then you see other people who kind of in your space, you know, who always had more views than you, who always gets more views than you. People pick and choose who they want to support in the black pill community. Like I look at Tawana's numbers, Laura of Mathka's numbers, you know, and I watch them and I watch how they just accelerate. Those guys are going to be big, you know. Every time Tawana starts a brand new channel, he gets thousands and thousands and thousands of followers and love and support. He doesn't get trolls trying to harass him and trying to dox him and do all this weird shit, you know? The same with Laura of Mathka. The same with Millennial Steam. The same with Tragic Reality. You know, these guys, they just have normal subscribers that understand what they're going through. They make, like a lot of the content is like, you know, very personal, very deep, very intellectual. And nobody's bothering those guys. Nobody's harassing them. They're letting their channels grow and develop, you know? But my channel gets targeted and stalked, and I'm the one that gets doxed out, and the people that dox me are even too cowardly to admit it, you know? They're not going to admit it because what they did is a crime, you know? And they know what they did was wrong. And as Emperor Dion was saying, it's like a lot of you people who are listening to me right now, they know exactly who did it. They're not going to go and try to like get their channels taken down. They're not going to go and defend me. They're not going to go and cash at me, you know? Only a select few people do. You know, it's like when I was at the top a couple of months ago, everybody was sucking my dick. Oh, man, Black Pill Villain, just such a legend, bro. Oh, my God, man, we love your videos, blah, blah, blah. Now my channel's gone. And it's like only the real ones fuck with me. You know what I mean? Because to be real, not everybody even knows about this channel. But I know the haters and the trolls and the stalkers, they already found it because there's people, it's not just Ziggy, it's not just Dark Season. There's people in real life that got their friends and they got their friends and they tell them like, why are they all making this type of, like they're making like some type of army against me as if I'm some big bad battle, like I'm some big bad boss in Final Fantasy that everybody has to team up against, you know, or he's just a loser, he's just that. And he's like, you know, I'm not getting into that. It just sucks when you actually build something up and then you see like other people get love and support. Like Lord of Mathka, I wish I got the love and views that he got. I wish I got the love Tawana got. I don't. These people, you know, at least right now, at least, you know, and what I mean by that is a loyal fan base that really fuck with me, you know? And I kind of had that. And to be real, I kind of didn't want to get famous again, like this little internet fan. I kind of didn't want to have a big channel now. You know, I'm kind of glad the channel's still small. But I know if I make videos about bops and bops and bops, that's going to make this channel, it's going to take off. And then it's going to get in the algorithm the next thing you know. And I don't know if I feel like going through that right now, you know. But I'm just saying the Black Pill community, bro, or the BP community is just horrible. They pick and choose who they want to support. A lot of people didn't like me simply because I was black. That's the truth. I heard a lot of people say that straight up. They said, Black Pill Villain, you say the realest shit. That they've seen people, they said that people have emailed me. What's happened? This happened for at least 7 months. People email me, hey, Black Pill Villain, there's this one guy just made a video just like yours. So people would, you know, go on my other channel, watch some videos, and then they'll make a video just like mine, but they'll get triple times the views. And these people these people are not small creators. They had like what 50,000, 70,000, 100,000, you know, subscribers, you know, at the time. And they will make and I'll be like, that's some shit I said in my video pretty much. And it's like, this person has 100,000 something subscribers. How the hell did they even find my channel? You know what's crazy is that you finally build something that can actually turn into money so nobody can call you a fucking loser. I'm making money doing what I love for a living, you know, so who can shit on me then? And I got multiple channels. I can have enough to move out and get my own shit. Don't be around no one. And don't be bothered with no type of nonsense, you know? But of course, that has to be taken away. So I got to find another route, you know? That's how, you know, yeah, man. It's crazy how other people get so much love. You know, this community picks and chooses who they want to support. Simple as that. They pick and choose who they want to attack. They attacked me because I was one of the realest and rawest Black pillars you've ever seen. You know, nobody can deny that. Does Ziggy the Doomer show you his life? No, that little coward would never will. You know, does Dark Season show you his life? That little cow, that little vampire girl never will. You know? You know? I hope I run into them in real life, you know. But you know what they would do? Oh man, I'm just playing, man. Man, you think Dark Season would fight me? I know you're all gonna clip it. He's gonna hear it because he watches every video I make, you know. But when you build something up, when you're already a guy in a bad position, and then they get snatched from you, it's a fucked up situation.